Hi, everyone. Welcome to day 3 of Replenish Week. Today we have Shella Bazil with us. She is a yoga instructor. She's going to do a yoga session and some breathing techniques. I'm Wendy Garber-Mayo. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm the founder of Shape Partners. And Shella, we are so happy that you agreed to do this for us. So thank you so much. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Shella.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you for your introduction. I'm so happy to be here and just share my love of yoga. So we'll get started right away. This practice is about 45 minutes to an hour. Couple of things. You might notice I have some props here. I have a strap, I have my blocks, and I have this folded up blanket. I like to use props to help me get into certain positions. But if you don't have yoga blocks, you can use some books, anything that's sturdy that can help you just support your body. I have a strap. If you don't have a strap here, you can use a belt, and of course, you can use a folded blanket or a pillow for padding. I like to pad my knees sometimes. And if you don't have any of the above, that's totally fine. There are lots of different modifications we can do for different poses. So, this is your practice. Of course, I'm leading you, but you want to make sure that you listen and you honor your body. So if any position or pose feels uncomfortable, my suggestion is to just bring it down a few notches, or you can just skip it altogether. Um, Again, listen to your body. On a scale of 1 to 10, the intensity should be a 3 or 4. So it shouldn't hurt. Nothing should hurt or feel uncomfortable. So we'll start by sitting in a comfortable seated position. I like to sit on blocks just to bring my hips up a little higher. So if you have a block, you can try that if you'd like. And we'll just start by getting attuned to ourselves, getting comfortable. So sit up nice and tall. Make sure your back is straight, but without straining your back. You can imagine that your back is up against the wall. You want to slightly tuck your chin. And if you feel comfortable, close your eyes. You can leave them open or just like stare at something in front of you on the floor just to steady your gaze. And we will start by taking 3 deep cleansing breaths. So inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. 2 more just like that. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Now bring your attention to your seat and make sure that your hips are equally weighted into your seat. Bring your attention to your shoulders and see if you can relax your shoulders just a little more. Bring your attention to your jaw and your mouth. Relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Relax your eyes, whether they're open or closed. Relax your eyebrows. And take the next few moments just to check in with yourself. Check in with how you're feeling physically, how you're feeling emotionally, and how you're feeling mentally. Yoga was a huge, huge tool for me that I used when I was caring for my mom. She had ovarian cancer. And it's so beneficial to help with stress reduction, um, to improve your sleep, and also just to become more aware. And all of that is through breath work. So I really hope that you find the value in yoga too, especially when you're caring for a loved one. So we're going to get into our breathing work. We're going to start by doing a 3-part breath. I'll explain it, I'll demonstrate it, we'll do it together, and then you'll do it on your own. So, 3-part breath is just simply inhaling for 4, holding for 4, and exhale for 8. So, it looks like this: inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, hold, exhale. In, hold, exhale. In, hold, exhale. Let's try 3 more to your own pace. Inhaling together. After your last exhale, if your eyes are closed, you can start to slowly blink them open. And now we're going to move into tabletop. And we're going to warm up our spine doing some cat cows. So in tabletop, you want to, again, use your props if you have them. So I'm gonna pad my knees with my blanket just because my knees are kind of sensitive sometimes. But once you get yourself together, just stack your shoulders above your wrists and stack your hips above your knees. So this is neutral tabletop. Cat cow. We're gonna inhale, drop our belly, lift our chin, lift our tailbone. This is cow. And as you lift, you want to pull your chest through your arms. Exhale as you push the floor away. Drop your chin, drop your tailbone, round your back. This is cat. Inhale, lift the chin, drop the belly, drop the tailbone, pull your chest forward. Exhale, cat. Push the floor away, round your back, drop your chin, drop your tailbone. Let's try 4 more of those. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 1 more, inhale, exhale. After your last exhale, just come to neutral tabletop. And we're going to lean our weight into our right hand. Inhale your left arm up. And exhale as you thread your left arm under your right arm. So this is called thread the needle. If this isn't accessible to you, you can use your blanket if it's not under your knees, or you can use a block and just prop it up under your shoulder. So again, lifting your arm, Exhaling, bringing it down. And as you can see, I'm just leaning my shoulder on my blanket. And we're going to breathe here for 4 breaths. Remembering to inhale deeply through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. After your next exhale, inhale your arm up. Exhale and place it back down. And we're going to switch it on to the other side. So if you use the blanket on your left side, you might use it for your right side. So you just want to set it up. And we're going to inhale and lift our right arm up. Exhale, thread it through your left arm. And then just rest your shoulder on the mat or on the blanket. So thread the needle is a great warm up because it helps you with twisting and stretching. So we'll stay here for a couple more breaths. And then after your next exhale, inhale, lifting that right arm up. Exhale, place it down. Now just bring your hips to your feet. And we're just going to hang out in child's pose. You might want to open up your knees a little bit so you can rest your chest and your forehead on the mat. So child's pose is it's a resting pose. So if you ever feel tired, you can always come down to child's pose and just take a break. From here, we're going to walk our fingers forward just to have a nice long stretch through our arms. As you exhale, just relax them and maybe turn your face to one side. We're going to inhale again, lifting our heads and walking our hands to the left side off of the mat. Exhale here. And you may feel a stretch on the right side of your ribs. Again, listen to your body. Make sure that the stretch isn't too much. If it is, just bring it down a few notches. But if you feel like you can handle more, you can place your right hand on top of your left hand just to deepen the stretch. Wherever you are, just take the next few breaths here just to settle in. Inhale, and on your next exhale, walk your hands back to center. Now we're going to take it to the other side. Inhale, and as you exhale, walk your hands to the right side so that your hands are off of your mat. And again, listening to our bodies, figuring out if we need more or less. You can stay here, or you can place your left hand on top of your right hand to deepen the stretch. So you may be feeling a stretch on the left side of your ribs. Deep inhale. Exhale as you walk your hands back to center. Now we're going to come back up on all fours into tabletop. Remember, your shoulders are above your wrists and your hips are above your knees. And we're going to set up for our first down dog. So to do this, you want to spread your fingers on your mat as much as you can. You're going to turn your elbows inward, so that way you're activating your upper arms. Pull your belly in so that your navel is towards your spine. Tuck your toes Inhale here and exhale as you lift your knees up and you lift your hips up and you push back into downward dog. This is your first downward dog, so be very generous with bending your knees. And try to aim your chest towards the top of your thighs. Wherever you are, find stillness and breathe. You may want to bend one knee, then bend the other knee, just to walk your dog a little bit because it's tight. Take whatever movements your body's craving. So you might want to twist. Just remember to be kind to yourself and bend your knees a lot. Now find stillness again. And on your next inhale, exhale as you walk your hands to your feet. For forward fold. Forward fold, make sure your knees are bent. Again, try to rest your chest on the tops of your thighs. Relax your neck, relax your head, just let your head dangle. You might want to keep your hands on the mat like this, or you can cross them. And just shake your head yes, shake your head no. Bounce around a little bit. We're starting to loosen up our lower back here. And release your hands if they're not already released. And slowly we're gonna inhale and roll up like a mummy, vertebrae by vertebrae, very slowly. Come up. Last thing to come up is your head. Now inhale your arms up. Hands touch. Exhale to heart center. Beautiful. So let's do that again. Inhale your arms up. Hands touch. Exhale all the way to a forward fold. So bend your knees a lot. Bring your hands down to the mat. Rest your chest on top of your thighs. Relax your neck. Release your head. Inhale here for flat back. So you're going to place your hands on your shins. Keep your knees bent. Push your hands into your shins as you push your chest forward. So this is flat back. I'm going to take another breath here. And on your exhale, just release all the way into a forward fold again. And then inhale and come up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring your hands up. Hands touch, exhale to heart center. All right, one more time. Inhale your arms up. Hands touch, exhale. Bend your knees, forward fold. Rest your chest on the tops of your thighs. Inhale for flat back. So press your hands into your shins. Keep your knees bent a little bit. Exhale, forward fold. And now we're going to walk out into a downward dog. So place your hands down and just find your way into downward dog. Then from here, we're going to rock forward into plank. Lower your knees for modified plank. Release your feet. And then on your next exhale, just bend your elbows and come all the way down to your mat. Now, place your hands by your shoulders. We're going to do some cobra. Inhale here and exhale as you lift your chest. You don't want to use your hands to push yourself up. Just lift your chest. up into half cobra. This is a back strengthener. This may be enough for you, and that's fine. But if you feel like you can do a little more, see if you can lift your hands off the mat. See if you can lift your toes off the mat. Now, big inhale, exhale, release, turn your face to one side. Now push your way up into downward dog. Find your way into downward dog however you like. Remembering to push through your hands and spread your fingers. Keep your knees bent. Inhale here. Exhale as you walk your hands to your feet. Forward fold. Inhale for flat back. Hands on your shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up slowly. Coming up like a mummy. One vertebrae at a time. Your head is the last thing that comes up. Inhale your arms up. Hands touch. Exhale, heart center. Again, inhale your arms up. Hands touch. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands out into downward dog. Make sure you keep your knees bent. And let's just try to walk our dog again at this point. So bend one knee and then the other. Might feel a little looser. And find an ending to that. Now roll yourself forward into plank. Release your knees for modified plank. Pull your belly in. Inhale through your nose, and as you exhale, slowly come all the way down to the mat. Turn your face to the opposite side. Now place your hands by your shoulders again. Inhale here. And as you exhale, lift your chest up off the mat for half cobra. And again, just see if you can lift your hands, if that's okay with your back and your arms, and lift your toes. And we're going to hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Now from here, we're going to push our way up into downward dog. Walk our hands to our feet. Forward fold. Release your neck here. Cross your arms if you like. Bounce around. All right, release your arms if you're not already released. Inhale for flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands back into downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale as you roll into plank. Lower your knees. And lower your chest all the way down to the mat. Set up your hands by your shoulders. Inhale here. And exhale as you lift your chest. Lift your hands if you like. Lift your toes if you like. And we'll stay here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release everything to the mat. Find your way into downward dog. Walk your hands to your feet. Forward fold. Inhale for flat back. So press your hands into your shins. Exhale, forward fold. And let's inhale, slowly rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Coming up slow like a mummy. Inhaling your arms up, hands touch. Exhale, heart center. All right. So now we are going to move on to our leg stretch. So come down to your mat. If you have a strap, you want to have it by you. You're going to lay down on the mat on your back with both your knees up. And we're gonna stretch our legs. I call this the longer leg stretch. I'll explain later. So first, we're going to start on the right side, lifting our leg up. If you don't have a strap, you can hold on to the back of your thigh or your shin. Flex your foot so that your toes are facing your face, and just pull your foot towards your face. Again, listening to your body so that it's not too much. And we're just going to hold this stretch for about 8 breaths or so. Again, if you have your strap, obviously you would just put your strap around your foot, flex your toes, and just gently pull forward. So another 4 breaths or so here. After your 4th exhale, you want to, if you have the strap in your hand, just simply open up that right leg like a door and just let your foot fall to the right side. Again, if you don't have a strap, it probably would look like this. If you're holding from the back of your thigh, you just open up your leg, and you can use your elbow and your hand to support your leg. If you can't go all the way down, you just support it. Keep your toes flexed and hold this stretch for another 4 breaths or so here. Oh, I forgot to mention, it's okay if your left leg is flat on the mat or if your knee is up, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Next, we're going to move our leg up. So it's open to the right, and see if you have any space to just bring your toes towards your face again. So you can hold your leg with your hand to support it, or if you have your strap or your belt, it would look like this. So you open it up, and now you bring it up towards your face. Remember to flex those toes. After your last exhale, you can just bend your knee or bring it up, whatever feels most comfortable. Remove the strap and just flatten your legs side by side. And just take a moment to see if you feel a difference between your left and your right leg. I don't know about you, but my right leg feels longer than my left leg now. That's why I love this stretch. So we're going to take it to the other side. Let's place both of our feet on the mat so our knees are up. We're going to lift our left leg. Hold it however you need to hold it. Flex those toes. Inhale. Exhale as you aim your toes closer to your face. Again, listening to your body. If anything's uncomfortable or painful, lay off of it. On a scale of 1 to 10, you want the intensity to be a 3 or a 4. couple more breaths here. All right. Now we're going to open our leg like a door. So just let your left leg fall over to the left side. Hopefully you have more space than I do so you don't hit the wall. Just let that leg flop open. Hold it with your hand to support it if you need to. And breathe. Remember to flex those toes. And listen to your body. Now we're going to bring our leg higher. So with your leg open to the left, just see if you can aim those toes towards your face. 3 more breaths here. Inhale your leg up. Exhale, bring it down. Now lower both your legs. Just notice the effects of that simple stretch. I personally feel like both my legs are a little flatter on the ground, which is cool. Now inhale your arms up overhead for a full body stretch. So stretch, 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 like someone's pulling your arms up and they're pulling your legs down. Or like you just woke up in the morning, you just need that full body stretch. And relax. Now, bring your knees to your chest. Give them a little squeeze. And see if you can rock yourself back and forth. Just to wake your back up. And because it's fun. And see if you can roll yourself up to seated. All right. So now we are going to move on to our shoulders. Shoulders are a very common place where people hold tension and stress. So I can imagine as a caregiver, if you're like me, you are holding a lot of tension in your shoulders, and a nice stretch would feel good to just loosen that up. So this stretch is called eagle arms, and it's very simple. So open your arms up wide, like you're about to give yourself a hug, and you're gonna have your right arm on top of your left arm. So stretch out really, really wide, and then give yourself a hug. From here, this might be enough for you. You can lift your elbows up, and you can just tuck your chin, and you may feel a stretch in your right shoulder. If you can handle more, you can see if you could bring your arms up like this. Remember to bring your elbows up and slowly tuck your chin. If you can bind your hands, bind them. This is full eagle arms. And again, the main point is you want your elbows up and your chin slightly tucked so that you can feel the stretch on the right side. Either of the variations, whether you're holding the bind like this, if you don't hold them, or if you just simply have your hands on your shoulders, they're all just as effective as getting the stretch in your shoulders. Big inhale here. Exhale and release. Now, if you're sitting cross-legged like I am, switch the cross of your legs. So right now, my left leg is in front and my right leg is in back. I'm going to switch it so my right leg is in front and my left leg is in the back. Spread your arms out nice and wide. And this time, your left arm is going to be on top. So give yourself a nice big hug because you deserve it. From here, see if you can place your hands on your shoulders, tuck your chin, lift your elbows up. And if this is good for you, stay right here, or you can try bringing your hands up. Keep those elbows up, your chin tucked. Or if you want to go for the bind, go ahead. Do whatever your body is craving and whatever feels good to you. Wherever you are, make sure you're sitting up straight and tall and you're breathing and you're honoring yourself. On your next exhale, just release your arms. Slowly roll your shoulders up. Then roll them the opposite way. Let's do some circles with our neck. So you can just drop your right ear to your right shoulder and roll your neck forward slowly, very slowly. That way you can feel for all those sticky, tense spots in your neck. And wherever you feel like maybe you want to spend a little more time where it's stiff, you can do that. Just remembering to take it slow. Now, roll your head over to your left shoulder. So your left ear is to your left shoulder. Take your right hand and use your hand to pull your head up. We're going to do that again, but this time our head will be back. So drop your right ear to your right shoulder and start to roll your neck back. Again, taking it very slow so you can feel for all those tense spots. And breathe. This is your time. Nothing else to do. Nothing to worry about, just this. Now, when you roll over so that your left ear is by your left shoulder, take your right arm again and use it to pull your head up. All right, so now we are going to do some back bending. Again, if you have props, great, use them. If you don't, that's fine. We can do some modifications. I'm going to have my block nearby. So we're going to do some back bending. This pose is called bridge pose. So just want to lay down on your mat with your knees up. You want to be able to brush the tips of your middle fingers against the heels of your feet. So hopefully you can see that. Next, you're going to bend at your elbows at a 90-degree angle. I like to call this Barbie arms. And then from here, you're going to inhale through your nose. Exhale as you push into your elbows and lift your hips up. This is bridge. It's very easy to just flap your knees open. You want to try to keep them together as close as possible. And just use the muscles of your lower back to hold this position and breathe. On your next exhale, just bring your hips all the way down. So that's your first bridge. Our second bridge, if you have a block, we're going to just set it up the same way. So rub the tips of your middle fingers against your hips. Make sure you got your Barbie arms. Push into your elbows to lift your hips. But this time, if you have a block or a book, you want to take that block and just put it right under your tailbone. And then just rest on the block or the book and let it do all the work. Again, try to keep your knees together as much as you can. And just breathe here. If you have the block under you, press through your heels to lift your hips up a little higher. Remove the block and lower all the way down. We're going to do one more bridge. If you have a block, use it. If you don't, we'll just go into it like the first one. Again, brushing the tips of your middle fingers against your heels. Bending your elbows. Inhale here. Exhale as you push through your elbows and push through your heels and lift your hips up. This time, try to lift your hips up a little higher than you did the last time. And breathe. Your next exhale, lower everything down. Now hug your knees in, give yourself a tight squeeze, and roll from side to side. And release. I'm just going to check on the time really quick, make sure that we have some time left. Okay, good. So 2 more things before we get into Shavasana. We're going to do some figure fours, which are great stretches for your hips. So still laying on your back with your knees up, you're going to take your right ankle and place it on your left knee. Then you're going to lift your left foot. And take your hands, put your hands through this hole here and just grab the back of your left thigh, or you can grab your shin or your knee and gently just pull your knee closer. And you should feel a stretch in your right hip. And of course, breathe. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through your mouth. And make sure you flex your feet. So you want your toes flexed, especially your right toes. It helps to protect your joints, your knee specifically. All right. So we're going to release the left leg and switch the cross of our legs to bring it to the other side. So now you want your left ankle on top of your right knee. Flex your left foot. Lift your right foot off the ground. You may feel a stretch already, and you may also notice that one side of your body is tighter than the other side. So this is all I can do on this side right now. Again, grab the back of your right thigh or grab your right shin just to help deepen the stretch. And breathe. And smile. Smile if you're not smiling already. All right, couple more breaths here. And on your next exhale, just release your right foot and uncross your legs. And let's do a full body stretch one more time. Now, last thing we're going to do is some twists. So we're still on our back. Bring your knees up, feet on the mat. Pick up your hips, scooch them over to the right. Now you're going to cross your right leg. You're going to have your left leg over your right leg. Drop your knees to the left. Have your arms out in the T position or cactus if you don't have enough space. Lastly, turn your face to the right. This is a simple twist. Well, this actually isn't that simple, but it's a twist. And you want to aim your right shoulder to stay on the mat and gently pull your belly in to see if that helps with giving you a little more space to twist. And we'll breathe here. 3 more breaths. After your last exhale, just bring your knees back up and cross your legs. Bring your hips back to center. And we'll take it to the other side. So lift your hips, scooch them over to the left side now. Cross your right leg over your left leg. Drop your knees to the right. Arms out in a T position or cactus. And then turn your head to the left. Now you want to try to aim that left shoulder flat on the mat. And again, play around with pulling your belly button in to see if it gives you more space to twist. And breathe. 3 more breaths here. Lift your knees up and cross your legs. 1 more final full body stretch. And now we're going to set up for Shavasana. So have both hands by your sides, either palms facing up or down, whatever is most comfortable. Let your feet just flop open. And if you have your blanket or a pillow, try, I'm going to show you. This is my blanket. I'm going to roll it up like a bolster. And I'm just going to put it right under my thighs for Shavasana. Do whatever you need to do to feel comfortable. And we're just going to cool down. Let all the tension, the effects of our practice today just settle down all the way into the mat. Shavasana. Start to deepen your breath. Bring small movements to your fingers and to your toes. Very slowly roll over to your right side in the fetal position. When you're ready, use your left hand to push you up to seated position and find a comfortable way to sit with your eyes closed. Bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head and just take this moment to give yourself gratitude for taking care of yourself and honoring your body. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste. Thank you again.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sheila.
You're welcome.
That was great. That was such a great stretch. Thank you so much. Um, for any of our cancer caregiver community members, if you want an opportunity to work with Sheila one-on-one in some private yoga sessions, please reach out. We have a few scholarships for you. Just reach out to me personally and we can get that set up for you. Again, Sheila, thank you. That was really good. I'm outside doing it. And it was very refreshing. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And have a good day. Thank you.
You too.